Welcome to Pug TV. I'm Jadrian, and we are doing our Everquest 2-night Thursday, May 3rd. Woohoo! Which coming up on Cinco de Mayo, and I didn't mention this in the last broadcast, but if you are interested and do this kind of thing, Saturday, May 5th is, I believe it's pretty much national, but it's Free Comic Book Day. So I know where me and my son are going. We're going to our local comic shop and we are going to take one of everything, whether we read it or not. And it's so crazy because even though it was 1 year ago that I got comics, I still have a bag of comics from last Free Comic Book Day. It flew by so fast, so don't forget. And then I guess somebody was trying to start some kind of like May 4th RPG Day. Um, I'm not quite sure where this has started, so I'm not even sure if it is something or just somebody came up with something, but I'm guessing it started with somebody named Sean Connors. He does some role-playing stuff on YouTube, and I think he was trying to come up with like a May 4th RPG Day. I really couldn't get a whole lot about it because it's a rather new thing. So who knows? That might be two things that you can start celebrating in May. Well, three things: Cinco de Mayo, Comic Book Day, and RPG Day. So who knows? Have fun with that. All right, so we are on the Antonia Bell server. I've got Jadrian. We've got Kaylee. Is it Kaylee that's going to be with us? Kaylee. So we're going to group up. We have a couple places that we are going to visit tonight on the Antonia Bell server. And then we also have a dungeon run. So we're going to have a couple different broadcasts to post up for you today. So the first one that we're going to visit in Antonia Bell is, we made a list. So we're prepared. So the first one is, drumroll, we're going to visit the Tudor farmhouse. Now the Tudor farmhouse, let me tell you a little bit about this. When I first started broadcasting some EverQuest 2 material months ago, I think I did like a dungeon run or did some leveling. I did something. And just for grins and giggles, I came into the housing and I went to the Tudor farmhouse just on a whim, like, oh, let's take a look at the Tudor farmhouse. And it was actually just attached to a video cast, a stream that I did of something totally unrelated. And as I read forums and several of the streams I've done since then, someone will mention the Tudor farmhouse or I've mentioned it. And so I thought, in fact, I had Jezebel actually send me a message saying, hey, do you have a link to the video of your run through of the Tudor house? And maybe I do, but because it was attached to another stream, I have no idea where it's at. And so I was just like, you know what, let me just come and film another walkthrough. And the reason why I liked it, well, I'll tell you what, let's go in. Do you want to group up first? Oh, okay. You weren't in my thingy. Okay, we're grouped. Alright, so we're going to hop into the Tudor house. I'm going to tell you why I thought this was actually very, very cool. So we'll just give it a moment to load up. I love all their background artwork. My wife's in. See, things I got disconnected. I have no idea what that means, so I'll just sit here. I don't know how to fix that. What do I do? Quit? How quaint. I know, and then I gotta wait for this to load saying, hey, would you like to buy gold membership? No. No. Alright, let's try this again. Bling. Uno more time, oh. Uno mas. Yeah, my wife says, Jezebel crashed you. So if you're watching, Jezebel, you crashed me. I was going to say, shame on you, but it happens. It usually doesn't happen to me, so when stuff happens, it's like, why? Why for are you doing this? How was that? Oh, yeah. She says I don't play enough to just accept that it's happening. You know, that's just a common fact. So it's yeah, it's new to me because I don't play enough to really notice it. So when I notice it, it's like, what's going on? So anyway, all part of my education. Now let's see here. Let's get back in the group. Kaylee. Oh, I gotta go to my group chat. Cha-ching! And there we are. Alright. And there she is. Here we are. Alright, so yeah, let's do I'm gonna put myself in a little bit of run mode. Alright, now I point this out every time because you never know, we might get somebody new checking out housing. These islands are blank when you first come in. So whenever you see some trees and things of that nature, even the little walk step stones, and some of these have like the little pond over here. Well, this pond and the waterfall is here, but if you see like any kind of docks or anything attached to the pond, this shrubbery, that's put in. So even some of the strategically placed plants and stuff is put in. Now, some reasons why I like this Tudor farmhouse. Alright, so I'm going to start with the outside first. One, I love the stucco wall. So everything they put really fit the theme of this Tudor farmhouse. And you've got this, my wife says, is actually very difficult to do. It's putting the caps on the ends of the house here, these triangle caps. And you said that was pretty difficult, right? So my wife has figured out how to do it, and it took her a while, and she says that's extremely difficult. So the fact that we've got this in a couple different places here is very, very cool. You got your shingled roofs.
Jezebel made the walls fairly thick, so she was allowed to have a little bit more play with sinking things in and hiding things.
Gotcha. So we'll just do our little bit of walk around. So you've got the shuttered windows. It just really struck me as neat, and mostly I think it's because this was like the first place that we walked through, and so it just struck me as like, oh, this is just amazing what they've done, and it still is a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Now this is just running through. This is just the outside. And already you've got a completely built up structure on blank land. So just think, you know, this is what amazes me about player made content, whether it's a mission in Star Trek or a home here or a dungeon. You know, somebody actually had to plan and design and then gather the materials and do the layout. So they had to, you know, X amount of stones. You know, a lot of planning goes into this. In addition to just the fact you had to figure out what materials, you had to figure out the scale, because you can resize things, rotate them. It's just amazing what folks can do. So what we're going to do now is we come through the front entrance, and you have an enclosed yard. And then we're going to go ahead and walk into the home. So right up here, we can go ahead to walk mode. We've got the foyer. Alright, so now we're in the home, and what I liked about this was it is just very cozy. You know, this is very much, it does not have that fantasy feel to it as much as like, my goodness, this is like what I would see with Amish people or something. It is very cozy and very, very cool. So in here was the kitchen slash dining, and this is a huge kitchen. Now, there's a lot of room in here that, I mean, if you know, that's the only thing I noticed really is like It just seems like a lot of room. So you could actually put in a much bigger table. So if you did like role playing in here, you could actually hold like a feast. You know, bring the family, bring all the kids, because you've got plenty of room to fill with seating and tables. So, oh hello, upgrade to gold later. You got the fridge with some beers in it for me. The sink. Now this is, I always thought was cool. This is an awesome, awesome faucet sink combination. So the dish rack up, flours and sugars and things, your knife rack, your cooktop stove, and then you got a couple ovens over here. So this center island. So I love the kitchen layout. So this is actually a very, very nice kitchen. And of course, yeah, we already pointed out the fridge with my beers. Cabinet space, counter space. So wonderful kitchen. Just need to put bigger tables so I can have more people come over. Otherwise, this is perfect cozy. What would be cool, and it might go against the ideals and designs of like a Tudor farmhouse, but maybe like a bay window right there in the back. So I don't know how that would fit the theme, but I think maybe that would be the one thing that I would really like to see. So when you're sitting there eating intimately, you kind of got like a nice little scenery backdrop that you can eat against. And then you got your windows in here. Alright, so that's the kitchen dining area. Oh. Where's the key on the... Oh, there it is. That's right. And that was the other thing too that we really liked too, was a lot of little details like the key on the hook that my wife was pointing out. You got the umbrella in the little vase there, so if it's raining, just grab your umbrella, head on out. And then there's a nice little entryway here. So I'm going to try not to get mud on your carpet. But a place to sit, take your shoes off so you don't track mud throughout. Now this always got me because I thought, oh cool, there's a room, but actually it's just your place for storing your blankies and stuff like that. Now, from the outside though, if you remember, there was a second floor and there's your stairs. So just think, you had to put in the walls and then she had to get her upstairs and her stairs. Well, let's take a look in here real quick. So this to me is kind of like your living room, dining, well not dining room, but living room, study kind of area. So you can bring folks in here. So this here would be having a nice backdrop window. So you just curl up on the couch. Oh, you got your bird. They bite. Let me back away. I know I'm trying to film and not... Ooh, let me hide that. And not step all over the furniture, but I'm kind of like a bull in a china shop, so things will get stepped on. I apologize. But you got your chairs, perfect for some visitors. Like your china, well, not a china hutch, but a hutch. You got some little statues and things to look at. Little place for sitting and reading. Your magical lamp.
Ooh, I like the way she did the lamp.
Yeah, because I looked at that, I was like, you know, that looks like you should have it plugged into the wall somewhere. So obviously it's magical, but it is. It's like a perfect looking lamp.
The ironwood lamp and a ornate vase.
Ah, just stick the lamp inside the vase. Perfect. And then we'll take a peek upstairs. So here's the... Now this is... I liked this window from the outside. Just this huge, huge, huge window. And there it is. And then we come upstairs. Now we're not going to go in right this second, but there is an attached bathroom. And then here's like the master bedroom. And I like this nice, simple layout. But got a desk so you can do like some journal writing. Some books, do some light book reading before you go to bed, and then you got the nice bed, little wardrobe, place to sit and put on your powders and your makeups, get prettied up for the day. So very nice, very cozy. I almost wish that the island, think it might, but I don't think we'll be here long enough. But if we went through a full day-night cycle, it would be nice to see kind of the shadows and how things look between day and night. Alright, and then of course here comes the bathroom. So let's see what we've got. Wonderful toilet. Got the TP roll, so that's like a scroll, but there's your toilet paper. And I love this. This is nice. Kind of a walk up into shower slash bath, and I fit. Yay. Hot, cold. This is an awesome, awesome bathtub slash shower. So this is very, very good bathroom. Okay. Alright. Was it chair sit? Sit chair. Just have to type it right. Oh, yep, good scale. I just, for some reason, there we go. Just trying to get a camera angle on this. But with a little bit of prompting and positioning, it's a good scale. It fits. So kudos. And then, you know, right off to bed. And then we come back down the stairs and we're back on the ground floor. And that is a walkthrough of the Tudor farmhouse. So Kaylee, before you run off too far away, what are some of your thoughts about the Tudor farmhouse?
I like it.
Alright, thank you. Alright, we're gonna and that's all we need. Alright, great. Now I just gotta figure out how do we leave? Isn't there usually like a portal back here?
It's hiding in the tree.
Come on, tree. There it is. Just run into the tree and you're golden. Awesome. So first we'll go ahead and beautiful. Especially like the fact built from the ground up. So wonderful, wonderful. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. Alright, so that's the Tudor farmhouse. Oberman says, wow, has a ton of nice elements. Yeah, it's just, it's nice. And it's been around for a while, and I know that, you know, she's done some other places since then, but that's still just a classic design to go and check out. And, you know, I think would be a good place for folks to come in and kind of get ideas from for doing their own home decorating and whatnot. You know, get the idea for how to put in some of the little details like key on the hook and stuff like that. So it's always a good inspirational place to go to. Alright, so we're going to momentarily take a break from that, and then we'll come back and we'll have our next place up and ready to go. Alright, so we'll be back in just a moment.